What's up guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and I'll tell you what, I am well happy today because I've just taken delivery of my brand new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. And it is always exciting, isn't it, when you take delivery of a new phone, you know, all that excitement of getting it out of the box. And that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Going to be doing a little unboxing, a little look around the phone itself. But one thing I really want to concentrate on is the colour, because I've decided to go for the cream option. But I want to see actually how white that cream is. And what we're going to do is compare that whiteness to my iPhone 14 Pro Max and my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. And along with that, I'm going to take a few cheeky snaps with this phone, just give you a taster of what you can expect when it comes to the camera. Right here, let's first crack on then with a quick look around the outside of the box, and not a lot going on if I'm being totally honest. Obviously, because I've gone for the cream variation, we do have a image of the cream phone there on the front, and it is a little bit hard to see, but it does show the stylus there at the side. At the bottom, it says Galaxy S23 Ultra. On one side, it says Galaxy S23 Ultra again, and on the other side, it simply says Samsung. Now moving around to the back, and we do have two pull tabs, very like an iPhone, but what I'm going to quickly do, just for a bit of fun, is bring in my iPhone 14 Pro Max box. So as we can see, the iPhone box is just slightly taller there, and a little bit wider as well. And for even more fun, let's bring in my box of my old Note 20 Ultra. Look at that, that was back in the days when you actually got a proper charging brick with the phone. Everything came in the box. Headphones, look how much bigger that is. That's probably like 2.5 times the depth. So yeah, how things have changed. But anyway, let's open up the star of the show. So turning it over and pulling that pull tab. And let's lift the lid. Oh, that's a bit different. So looking inside the box there, we do have a cutout for those massive camera lenses going on there. And it's funny because we've got a protective cover there on the back of the phone. If lift it out, for a minute I thought I got stitched up with a black one, like they shipped the wrong one. Oh, actually it's not a protective cover, it's a bit of card. Well, there you go, a bit of a turn up, something different there. And wow, that does look really nice. Now, I've always been a fan of white phones, or cream in this case. I think it just looks really clean looking. But yeah, look at those camera bumps. They look mega. Now, going back a while, it was sort of not the cool thing to have big bumps, but these days it seems to be all the rage, doesn't it? And I personally like it. It seems to, you know, it shows that, you know, you've got a good camera setup, and I hope that's not any damage there. I can see a bit of marking. Hopefully that will rub off. Let me just try that a second. So on closer inspection, it isn't actually damage on the actual frame itself. There is, very hard to see, a protective film on the side. So let's peel that off. There we go. So yeah, had a bit of a heart attack moment there, thinking that it was scuffed. Same on the other side. Little bit on the bottom as well. So yeah, if you are getting one of these, take note that you've got all these bits to peel off. A little bit at the top as well. I bet there's going to be loads of people buying these phones and don't even realise this on there, because it is hard to see. But yeah, going back to those camera bumps, I think they look really nice. Now, before we compare the colour to those other phones, let's have a quick look around. So at the top, looks like we've just got a microphone, nothing else there. Little antenna band. Moving around to the right hand side of the phone, if you're looking at it straight on, we have our volume up, down and power button. Moving to the bottom, SIM card slot, obviously no expandable storage in this. Then we've got a couple more microphones just there by the looks of it, USB Type-C port, our speaker, and of course that S Pen, which is black with silver just on the end. So yeah, looks very nice indeed. Let's just pop that back in there. Nice feel to that. It's quite a nice soft touch. And of course you've got that button on that S Pen as well. Now, we do have protective film on this. Not going to take this off just yet because I am actually going to be fitting a screen protector. And if you want to see what that is, then go to the link in my description where you can watch that video where I will fit that. Obviously, I won't be doing it in this video. That'll be a separate one. So let's bring in the first phone that we're going to compare, which is my iPhone 14 Pro Max, which apparently is meant to be the silver version. So if we look like that, so yeah, no, it does look a little bit creamy when compared to that, which that now looks like it's got a bit of a blue tinge on camera. In person, not so much, but I suppose side by side, it is a little bit. Yeah, it gives you an idea. And then let's bring in the third phone, which is my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. There we go. So yeah, it gives you an idea. So yeah, when compared to those other two, which both do have a slight blue tinge, I suppose it does look creamy, but take them away, out of sight, put them in my pocket, and it does look white, doesn't it really? Let's be honest. Now, one other thing to point out about the back of this phone, that it is a matte finish. Don't know how well that is coming across there on camera. If I get that in the light, yeah, you can see that that is a matte finish, unlike the Note 20 Ultra. But believe it or not, even though that is matte, it does actually feel less grippy than that shiny one. So yeah, you may want to actually get a case. So let's just pop the phone down for a second and see exactly what else we get in the box. Our SIM ejection tool there, some instructions that no one will ever read, and of course our USB-C to USB-C cable. Right, so the next thing I need to do is remove this screen protection to fit a proper screen protector, which like I said I'm going to do in a separate video, but the reason why I'm going to do it at this stage is because once I've peeled that off, I know it's not had any fingerprints on, no grease or anything like that, so it's nice and easy to do. So I'm going to go away a second, fit that, be right back. Right, a little while later and the screen protector is now fitted. Didn't actually go according to plan because we do have some marks underneath on that screen protector. So yeah, bit gutted. And if you want to see the screen protector that I wouldn't really recommend, then make sure you go and check out that link in the description. Now, the screen protector for me is just part of the protection process when it comes to a new phone. The other part is a decent case. And thanks to Casekoo, I've been sent over a number of cases. And I know that Casekoo do make some great cases because I actually have one on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. And the one that I'm going to choose to put on this brand new S23 Ultra is this one right here. So yeah, thanks to Casekoo for sending this over. So in the box, we get a little stand there, which I think is nice, decent quality as well, to be fair. So you can put your phone on that and stand upright. Got a few stickers in there. Not sure about the stickers myself, but this is what I actually like when it comes to a phone case. And that is nice and clear. So let's get the phone in that case there. Get it all protected. Pull off that protective film. And there we go. That is a fresh look. I'm sure you'll all agree. Nice raised protection there from those camera bumps. So this Casekoo clear lock case actually has up to 10 foot of military grade protection. And trust me, with my iPhone, with that clear case on that, I've dropped it many a times and it has been absolutely good as gold. All the right cutouts as you would expect. Easily get your charger in there. Easily get to the S Pen as well. So look at that, nice and easy. And yeah, just a real nice looking case. So if you want to pick up one of these for yourselves, I'll put links in the description. And yeah, I'd really appreciate it if you use them because they are affiliate links as well. So yeah, thanks very much to Casekoo, and I will be checking out those other two cases in another video. Right, so now we're all protected. I think the next thing that we need to do is actually get this thing powered on. So let's hold down that power button for a few seconds. There we go, took a little bit longer than expected. Right, so I'm going to go off now, get this thing set up, and then we're going to come back and play with the camera. Right, it's the following day and I've finally got this phone all set up, and I'll tell you what, I've been having a bit of a play with it and this thing runs like an absolute dream. It really does. Love the fingerprint reader on it, real quick, as you can see just there. And if you aren't in the know with these phones, you can use facial recognition as well, which I've got set on, which is good that you can have both there. So, you know, if your face isn't recognised, then you can use your fingerprint as well. Now, what I'm going to quickly just do is go down to battery and device care. I'm going to take a look at that and see exactly how much storage we've actually got to play with. Now, it is the 512 gig version, as you can see just there. And I've not put any photographs or any apps or anything like that. This is just out of the box. I've done the updates for everything that was on the phone. So what you get left with is 449 gig. Right, let's finish up then with some photographs. And I gotta say it, first impressions of this camera are amazing. Now this first one, I'm literally just kicking back on a sofa here, just pulled out the phone, took a quick snap, and it just turned out so well. Moving on, and we've got a macro shot here on my iMac keyboard on the command key there. And again, detail on it is really, really good, but it did seem to change to a bit of a blue tinge, as we can see. Now for the next batch of photographs, I wanted to go from the wide angle to the 100 times zoom just to see how good it actually is. And it is very impressive indeed. At each different stage, it really does maintain amazing detail. Going really close in, look how good that looks. That is absolutely stunning. Even at the 100 times zoom. Now, when you take the initial shot, it doesn't look very good, but the processing kicks in. And I think that is crazy when you consider how wide we went and how far we've gone in. This is something that is in your pocket. Next up, we have just a quick snap of my ugly mug. Again, this has gone down to a 12 megapixel this year. So yeah, a drop in megapixels from last year's S22. But the detail, again, on that is really, really good. I'd say it's an actual upgrade, even though it's downgrading on the megapixels. Now, this next photograph, this was real challenging. I was firing this into the sun. It was really bright. I couldn't even see myself what was in the distance. But the HDR on this camera is really good, and it done a cracking job. Now, this next one, what I wanted to do was just test a little bit of the zoom again, not going right from the wide angle, but first off, I started just focusing on the top of that wall there, and then I changed the focus to the sign across the road, and then slowly zooming in. Again, amazing detail on that. Look at the clarity, really, really good. Right down to the 100 times zoom. Again, that is crazy. Next one, another macro shot here. Got a little Lego figure, took it outside, and again, look how crisp that is. That is pin sharp. Next, I'll move to the inside of the garage, and quite dingy in here. But again, camera has done an amazing job, even being able to pick out stuff in the real dark areas of the garage there. And then finally moving on to a shot from the front of the car, and got the garage door open. But again, it doesn't come across very well on camera, but it is pretty still gloomy in that garage when you get sort of, you know, to the edges and things like that. So again, it's done a very good job. And there you have it then, guys. That about wraps up this video, but I will be doing plenty more with this S23 Ultra because it is a great phone. It's going to be very interesting to put it up against the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, if you have enjoyed this video today, do us a favour and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content with this phone, and hopefully I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.